What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ruchi Tay Profit. I'm back at y'all with another video, man. And in today's video, I'm gonna be going over the trade that passed me my second ever funded account. This was a trade like I caught with somebody on the team. Shout out to, I think it was Martin. Shout out to Martin, that brother over there in FBA. He seen the move and I seen it too. I was waiting on it the whole time. I had it marked up long before I got on the charts, like the next day. So I'm glad we caught that win, brother. And yeah, it ended up resulting in a $1,000 trade that passed me my second ever funded account. So without further ado, I'm hopped straight into it. Today is Wednesday, so I had to replay back to Monday in order for y'all to see the execution, but it's not gonna look pretty because what y'all see, it already happened. So y'all probably be like, I took longs this day, so y'all probably gonna be like, where did you get a long at? Because right now it just don't look anything like a long trade could have been taken. I'm about to show y'all. Okay, so imagine these two candles aren't full yet. We're kind of like right here. We're right here when the market opens. So we're in the midst of this candle being formed. But I took a counter trend setup today. Not today. I took a counter trend setup on Monday off of this 4-hour gap. Call it a 4-hour gap / order block. It's a 4-hour order block on US 30. The wick though, I trade wicks on US 30 as the order block, not the candle like with nines. With NQ, I trade candle order blocks, but with US 30, I trade the wick. So on the 4-hour, I got that gap marked. You also have this fair value gap. So this was the main thing that kind of had me in for taking a buy, because there's a gap in between price. You got that first candle, the second candle that left the gap behind, and then that third candle before that, before the weekly gap, right? So the weekly gap gets filled. So I'm like, okay, price is definitely on some bearish momentum, which it was. And I knew at some point it has to go back up before continuing down, because this, I know this for sure is bearish. That's why I'm saying this was a counter trend setup, because on the team Monday, everybody was like looking for shorts. The price was playing around a lot, and that first trade didn't go as planned, right? So I was able to catch my second opportunity at the counter trend setup at the 4-hour gap after filling 4-hour fair value gap. I hope y'all catching along. But let me just kind of label this for y'all. That's the fair value gap that got filled. That's the 4-hour gap that I used to take the counter trend, right? Now, another thing, what gave me the confirmation to take this trade, what made me feel safe, is retracements. When price makes a full move, like going short or going long for a long time, at some point it has to retrace. So if price were to retrace at this 4-hour gap, starting from the high of the day, if we take it from that high to this low right here, you can see my extension points, right? Mark this up here. This high, this low on the fib, there's a retracement. As long as I can get my 100 points before price even gets to the first fib retracement, because it's gonna continue down, right? Price is going to come down, hit this retracement level, and then continue going down, right? That's what I'm expecting. So me taking a counter trend setup at this 4-hour gap, which is at this line, all I need was price to at least hit 100 points before, keyword before, the first continuation level, which is a 38.20 going bearish. Rewind the video if you need to, but this was all the confirmation I needed. Right at 9 o'clock, we got that entry. Okay, let me scale down just a little bit so I can make sure. So it was most likely either I got it around 8:45 or I got it at 9, but I think I got it within the moment it tapped into it, or I seen it start to leave, because price came and filled this, right? But price rejected in this area somewhere, which that was a low, right? So I drew the fib, and so it came up, and I was already at this 4-hour gap. So I got my entry right about here. So my confirmation was like, as long as it can hit 100 points before the continuation level, we're good, we're green. That's exactly what price did. So I got in here, price went straight to my TP1, TP2, 10-minute trade. 10-minute trade. This was a 10-minute trade. That one candle was my trade, y'all. That was it. And it was fast. It was super fast. But yeah, just to play it out, I was already out of my trade. Just for the sake of the price action, you know. That was it. Now, I don't know what, this was the next day. So leading into the next day, I did take sales, and that's how I got my first win on my funded account. We're up 500 on the funded account, which I'm happy to say. But yeah, I mean, why not take it into the next day, right? So that move I showed y'all for the counter trend, you can delete all that. That's how I made my first $1,000. I mean, that's how I made my $1,000 that passed me my funded challenge. I hope y'all caught that. I can rewind that. That was some game for y'all, right? But going into the next day, we use that same logic I was telling y'all. Price never left this continuation level. So going into the next day, you got price just planned, and boom, it falls, right? And then around 8 o'clock, I'm here, right? 1 hour, I don't know what time that was. I'm just gonna mark up different levels. But you can see already what happened, right? Catch this move at 8, you look at it at 9 o'clock, price rejected this 1 hour gap, which is an order block or like a wick. It's just weird with US 30. It's not necessarily the last bearish candle or the last bullish candle. Either candle works when it comes to gaps on US 30 or order blocks on US 30. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I learned from being in my mentorship. Let's just zoom in a little bit, because I want to got entry. I know I got shorts, but I don't know exactly where from. It's just funny how it lines up with the previous day's action, the bearishness, the 2 points that I showed y'all, right? We use that going into the next day to be able to explain why price shorted the day after as well. If yesterday was bearish, the next day most likely is bearish when it comes to US 30. That's just how it moves. So you see that it filled out that 25% and that 50% move for 1030. It's getting a trade from this area up here. Beautiful move, beautiful move. But yes, let's look at something real quick. Show y'all something. Yesterday's trade. I got that entry. Wait, no, I traded NQ yesterday. My bad. I traded NQ yesterday. But it was still sales. That same idea was still applied to NQ. But the main thing I wanted to show y'all was the US 30. I didn't want to really show y'all the NQ stuff yet. You already know how I trade NQ. That one was simple, 5 minute. I got off the 5-minute time frame. Price ran previous highs. Yeah, that was a whole nother crazy trade. But I'm gonna keep it there. I ain't gonna run into too much. If y'all want me to do a video on that NQ trade, y'all let me know down below. Cause I trade multiple ways. I have 2 to 3 ways of looking at the market, and I just use one main one, which is US 30, trade gaps, trade fib retraces. I trade all of those. The only difference is with NQ, there's gonna be slightly different movements compared to US 30, and those moves where people get confused, I use SMT. SMT I use on NQ, aligning with S&P 500, which is ES, to see manipulation moves. So that way, if price shoots up first, runs previous days highs, previous days lows, which I didn't even put that in this trade breakdown. But you know me, I always mark previous day lows and previous day highs. But I didn't do it in this video because I didn't even have to. But on this day, neither price, I ain't used none of that to get the trade I needed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't gotta overcomplicate. Just see 2 or 3 things that are in your face and go. You try to put everything together, it won't. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on. I just want to provide some simple game. Just go back and rewind the parts that I showed y'all. This video, we use fair value gaps, order blocks, previous day high and previous day low. If y'all want it. Also Asian session, which should be right here. I don't see it popping up. It's not on replay, but if we get out of replay mode, so Asian session, it should have been on over the candles, but you know, this shit's weird. So yes, the Asian session high was ran along with the previous day high, which gave the confirmation for price to run that high and then fall. Creating that high, which created that low, which created the continuation level, in which I used 4-hour gap to get that 100 points for the continuation level. 50 points for 100. The rest is history. I hope that made sense. But if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment down below. Y'all been showing mad love, mad support. We've gained over 20 subscribers in the past 2 weeks. I can't thank y'all enough. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Get right with Team FBA. Link will be down in the description. Follow my Instagram. Y'all see more results from the team. I'm everywhere. I'm posting things everywhere. I'm getting these videos out as much as I can. Just trying to help as many people out as possible. I wish there was something like this for me just 5 months ago. But I only needed one thing, y'all. I only needed one thing. And for me, it was community. That's what helped my psychology. That's what built me together. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful for everything that's been happening. Like I said, just keep supporting, keep showing love. Love y'all. Keep God first. Keep grinding and growing. I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.